Hello, you all. Hi, it's Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. So, I would like to give a message to the dievesters, and emphasis on dievesters, because literally this video that I seen was from 2 years ago, but then you have from beyond 2 years ago to up until now of people, and to me it's like you're almost worse than the passport bros, because it's like if it's something where you found greener grass or you're good, you don't need to parade it around. So this video from 2 years ago, it was a lady. She was like, oh, I fell in love with an Indian, or the Indian said, oh, I fell in love with a black woman, quote unquote. And I'm thinking, like, so there's some Indian, chubby Indian guy, and then some black woman, and it's like they're just, you know. And if you're in a relationship, that's fine, but don't advertise. It's the divester part, like I said, because if I'm married, okay, great. But I don't know. Some stuff ought to be left to self. I don't know. Some people think, oh, it's a good thing if you're married, if you found somebody. But there's so much wrong with telling your personal business when it comes to relationships. And to me, I just have a problem with the divester part. Like I said, if you're happy you found a relationship, great. But don't advertise your others, because it's like it just sends a certain message. It sends a message as, okay, you're rubbing it in people's face, or you're trying to set an example or set the tone for the young men and women. Because like I say, we have children that comes after us. Like I say, we can be as effed up and Cardi bitchy and ignorant as we want to be, but the children behind us, some may pick up on that, or some may, we may have influence when it comes to the right or wrong things that we do. So that's why it's important to keep things on the straight and narrow. People always think, well, I can do whatever I want to do, or yeah, you can, but guess what? You got children watching you. But we're so reckless and trifling, we don't think of stuff like that. But this lady, she's showing off her Indian man, but it's like, and mind you, this video is from 2 years ago. It didn't seem harmless or harmful, but it's terrible to the psyches of the youth. You have these young boys and these young girls who that might sway them to think, because like the young boys might be a little traumatized these days. They might think, well, damn, I gotta, if I call myself being in the sports, I gotta have a pink woman, or I gotta have a other, as long as she doesn't look like my mom. And then you have the little girls who think like, dang, I'm left out, because when these melanated men grow up, they're not gonna be thinking about me. They're gonna want the others, So it's like we don't realize that we're leaving a nasty example and a nasty impression to the youth because of our recklessness and our selfishness. And the thing with that lady, like I say, her video, it didn't seem harmless. It didn't seem like she was talking trash or anything. But it's like, don't nobody care if you found an Indian, or if you're Indian. Don't nobody care if you found a black. Because here's the thing, that Indian guy, good and damn well, you cannot take Shaquita home to your parents. There was a lady who got I think her and her boyfriend, or just her, got her head removed for an Indian guy bringing her home to mama. Now, I want to say, actually, no, was it the daughter? No, it was the daughter. So the daughter got dismembered for pulling some shit like that. She thought her Indian ass was going to bring some, I don't know the Indian term for nigger, but she thought that her Indian ass was going to bring some dark-skinned man home to mama. So basically, long story short, she got put out of business the long way for disgracing her family. So if that's what's really goes on in your country and in your household or with your parents, then it's like, please don't drag anybody else in it. I had to leave a comment and say, dear black women, we are at war. Please be careful, because some people really think that they have arrived. And that's the sad part. You really think that you can take that breath of release. Ooh, I finally made it, or I can finally relax, or I finally found love. And then literally 2 seconds later, they're emptying your pockets trying to figure out who you are to identify your body. And I'm just thinking like, wow, because your man and your woman can swear that they love you. Okay, like for me, I can be a pink man, an Asian, or whatever, and I can swear that I love you. Like literally, I love you. I don't care what nobody thinks. It's just me and you. But it's like, yeah, you can love me all day, but how does your parents feel? How does your abuela feel? What about the world, And you think, well, that don't matter as long as I love you. Oh, yes, it does matter. Because you can love me just like that guy. He loved her, but his parents or his dad, well, he did. He loved her, and then her parents ended up killing her. So I want to say the mom and the dad was in. Oh, yeah, they were okay with dismembering her because they did not approve. And I don't know if she was rebellious. I'm going to date anybody if I, get that rebellious, you can do what you want to do attitude. And like I say, attitudes like that can be very dangerous. And here's the thing. If a toe tag is in the near future or right there in your face, please don't advertise that to the youth. And like I say, us as adults, we might be effed up. There might not be any hope for us. But please don't advertise divesting as if it's a real come up. Because I can promise you, maybe only 1 or 2 people have actually came up and was able to live in peace. Like I said, the lady who was married to Billy Joel, remember I was trying to figure out who was that supermodel. I still didn't get her name, because I didn't look up her name, but I do remember the name of Billy Joel. Like, he actually, they were together for a long time. And mind you, this was back in the 90s, like 80s or 90s. I'm not talking about anything recent, but the successful relationship that I seen that with the swirler, he did seem to really love her. And then when he died, she was remembered as far as his black counterpart. So, like I say, you could maybe once or twice you might get somebody who can actually live in peace with their other, but that's not a trend in this world. We're living in a filthy world where the odds are against us. Like I said, we are the enemy to everybody, even ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Maybe the pink man only probably have to worry about the nigger man because they might out of insecurities, and maybe the Asian only have to worry about one group just out of insecurity. But with us, we have to worry about everybody, every group, including ourselves. So that means we are clearly at war. So with that being said, please don't advertise these suicide missions to the youth. And some people do it, like I say, some people do it to rub it in people's face, and some people do it to show that they really have arrived, or to show that, look, somebody actually loves me. But it's like, okay, that's perfectly fine, but if you're swirling or divesting, please keep that to yourself, because nobody's going to want to hear about the death sentence that comes later, nor will we understand it. So with that being said, just please be careful what you advertise online, and with the message that you're giving to the youth, because I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, leave your people and go to other groups to where they'll do Lord knows what to you, and then you'll be lucky if they even find your body. Anyway, be well, be safe.